Hi, and welcome to Chocolatour. These are just a small fraction of the wrappers of chocolate that I have been tirelessly eating over the past 3 years for you, my dear readers. Hang on while I put them down. My name is Doreen Pengrass, and I'm author of the new book, Chocolatour, A Quest for the World's Best Chocolate. Over the past 3+ years, I've been traveling the world, eating chocolate, meeting chocolate makers, attending chocolate events, and experiencing the world of chocolate so that I can share it with you. I've traveled to Belgium, France, and Switzerland, Italy, Holland, Spain, and the UK. Those are the 7 countries that I'm going to profile in depth in this first edition of the book, as well as countries like Peru, Ecuador, St. Lucia, where they grow chocolate and have different chocolate events. And we are going to have a blast experiencing the world of chocolate together. But before I get into more detail about Chocolatour, let me tell you a little bit about myself. As I mentioned, my name is Doreen Pengrass. I'm a freelance writer, author, and blogger from Matlock, Manitoba, Canada. That's right dead center in Canada. And I've been freelance writing for 20 years now. And over the past 10 years, I've been working on books. So this was the first book I was involved with. I was a co-author of Frommer's Guide to Newfoundland and Labrador. It's a wonderful province. This book, the Manitoba Book of Everything, is about my home province of Manitoba. It's a Canadian bestseller. And the most recent book I worked on was Before You Say Yes. That was my first solo project. And Before You Say Yes is a book about volunteerism because I really believe in the power of volunteerism. Chocolatour, A Quest for the World's Best Chocolate, is a really fun book for me to work on because I am a travel writer. I love to travel, but I'm immersed in the world of chocolate because no one has ever done a book where you can become one-on-one with chocolate makers. You can learn what makes them tick. You can get inside their personalities and understand how they transfer their personalities into the chocolate creations that they make for you to enjoy. I've traveled to Peru and stayed with farmers on cocoa farms and in Ecuador as well. I learned how they grow cocoa in St. Lucia as well. And it's really interesting to see how the different challenges that they face in different countries affects the crop, and it also ultimately affects the taste of the chocolate, because growing cacao is almost like making wine. The terroir, the soil, and the conditions under which the cacao is grown will ultimately affect the flavor of the chocolate. So we'll get into that in the book as well, so that you can really understand what to look for and how to choose chocolate that really suits your personality and your desires. So I wanted to come to you today and ask you if you would help me with this project, because I've invested about $100,000 of my own time over the past 3 years through lost income from the fact that I couldn't work on freelance projects because I've been investigating chocolate during this time, and the travel that I've had to engage upon to get to these places. Because what really differentiates Chocolatour is the fact that it's not just like a chocolate blog where we're reviewing different chocolate projects. We're introducing you to the people who are making the chocolate, who are growing the cacao, who are running the chocolate events, and letting you get right immersed into that world of chocolate. I wanted to publish this book myself as an artisanal publishing project because we're focusing on artisanal chocolate makers. So it just seems like the right thing to do, to choose my own editor, my own designer, my own coach to help me, my own professional proofreader and editor. I feel that I've assembled an amazing team to help me publish this book. And we've been working together on this to make it visually enticing. It's filled with color photographs. It's really going to be a book that you can travel with, but that you can also have on your coffee table and look at the pictures to while away a cold winter's night or something like that. So I'm going to have a slideshow coming up right away that'll show you some of the pictures from some of the trips that I've been on. And then we're going to have an explanation of the different levels of participation that you can get involved with. I really appreciate your supporting this project, and I really wanted to give a big thanks as well to Marika White for filming this video for me, because I could never have done it without her. So thanks very much for coming and listening and learning about Chocolatour, and I look forward to engaging with each and every one of you on an individual basis. Thank you. I really appreciate the time that you spent with me today to learn about Chocolatour, and I just wanted to assure you that this project will be out this spring and that the funds raised from this campaign will help fund the first edition of the book, and then the sales from the first edition will help fund the second edition. So this is a one-time plea and pledge, and we really thank you for your participation.